Hey guys, daily recap for May 12th, 2022, and what a day it was. We came into the market today looking for a gap fill on the extension on the SPY to the upside. We got it. We played a bunch of stuff to the upside. Options trading today was off the hook. We absolutely killed it. We had three 1,000% trades today, and one of them actually was a 2,000% trade. So let's go over the option side first. So today we came in on the option side. We did grab a bunch of stuff out the gate. This is based off of my notion there. We had some actual Square and Airbnb, some Square and Snow puts overnight, which we did sell for a really nice gain on that gap down. So we did get about, I think on the Square was about 500% on that overnight. That was nice. Snow was about 300% change. We grabbed some Airbnb out the gate, the 120 calls, which ended up ripping to the upside into the money. So that was a really nice trade there. We got in at around the 80-cent area, and those went all the way up to the, there's so many trades that we did today, guys. 80-cent area, those went up all the way towards 328. So you do the math on that. I think it's like 350%, something like that. That was the first trade of the day. One sec. I just want to get the, yeah, so 325%-ish on that one. We had some BA puts out the gate. Those worked out nicely. We ended up getting some relative weakness on that name today. Grabbed them at 75 cents. We had the Apple 140 puts, played that to the downside. Microsoft, we had the 250 puts, which ended up working nicely as well. Apple, we got about 54% on. Microsoft was about like 30%. Our BA was about 50% as well. UPST, we took the 32 calls right out the gate as well. Those ended up getting in the money for about 400% on that to the upside. The big one was Shop though. So what I noticed right out the gate was volume coming into Shop very strong as the market pulled back. So right away it had that relative strength in it. So we grabbed 380 calls at 67 cents. We rode these all the way up to about the $14, $15 level. We ended up getting it out at 2,157%, so 2,157%. As it was running, we also did grab Dash, which had relative strength as well. We grabbed the 65 calls for 50 cents, and those ended up going up over 1,000% as well. As Shop was running, we did roll into the 420 calls for 30 cents, which ended up going up over 1,000%. And then, we basically scaled up most of that. We sold all the 380s on the big push and extension to that 385 level, and we held a piece of the 420s. Ended up exiting those at the entries, the rest of them, which was like 1/8 left after the 1,000% hit. And we actually tried some 440 calls, which ended up not working, so we just exited those at the end of the day as well. Amazon 2,300 calls at $1.75, ended up getting about 430% on that, so that was a really nice trade up as well. We had some HD 295 calls, which worked nicely. We got them at 158, ended up getting over 100% on that. Walmart 150 250 calls, we ended up getting about 30% on that. NVX 50 calls, ended up getting about 60% on those. Tesla, we rolled some of our equity profits. We did about 40 points on equity on Tesla off the lows today, so that was a fantastic trade. Traded again at the end of the day for about 7 points. And we rolled into the 800 calls pretty quickly, $1.59. Ended up getting, I'm not sure what we got on that actually. Let me just take a look. Tesla, it's about what? 240%, 230%. So nice trade there. We tried some Oxy puts. That's one option trade that worked okay to the downside. Nothing huge in that regard. This is probably the worst trade of the day on the option side, I would say. I think it got was only like 20%, something like that. But everything on the option side worked today, which was nice. I mean, there's not much I can see that didn't work. Oh, K, that was one. K was one that didn't work. We had some Lucid 15 calls for 100% and change, actually 200%. We had some Zoom calls, the 90 calls for about 100% on those. Square 80 calls for about 60% on those. Netflix 180 calls for about 50% on those. I mean, you name it, we were in it. That was pushing. Facebook calls, we got the grab the 195s. Those ended up getting the money for over 100%. AMC, we took the 13 calls on GME pushing, and I'll talk about GME in a second here. We grabbed these at 36 cents. They ended up going up over 200%. And yeah, I mean, options were really great today. We had some really good trades. A couple things went up over 1,000%, which I'm very happy with. Well, 3 things in total. And yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. I think Lotto Friday is going to be huge. One thing that I'm proud about as well, SPY and the Qs, we played it to the downside at the end of the day. As the VIX got rejected at that range, we flipped into SPY calls at the end of the day, the 395s, which we're actually swinging now for over 100% change on that trade. So that was good. Now, on the equity side, Tesla, probably one of the biggest trades today off the lows. We also did SHOP, which we rolled into the 380s off the lows for about 40 points. Other names that we did that were pretty large on the equity side was we did some Twilio. That was a nice trade. W off the lows. mRNA, we grabbed this in the morning at like the 122 area. Traded that all the way into the 130s. GME was probably the best one because it was instant. We grabbed this at 88 bucks. We traded that all the way into 108 bucks. Sold the rest of it there. And we played that cost sympathy play as well, as it was pushing to the upside. So all in all, really good day on the equity and option side. We read the market perfectly, which was great. We knew what we wanted. Wanted that gap fill. Once we hit 396, we sold almost all of our longs, had our stops moved up, and we basically just waited. Once we got that bear flag, we traded it to the downside. We started to base. We took our shorts off, played SPY to the upside on the end of the day. So all in all, really good day. Very happy with it. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Lotto Friday, gonna have a ton of range. We do stream every single day, guys, from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Come join us in chat. For the alerts, we give entries, exits, scale in, scale outs, stops on everything, so you get full guidance in that regard. Obviously, I'm streaming live the entire day, so you can watch me there. Discord chat is where we track all the trades, and you can ask questions, etc. That's open 24/7. We also do have a free version of the Discord that's located in the description of this bio. You can click on it, pop in. You do get some trades in there as well for free, so it's definitely worth checking out, as well as I do guide the SPY real time all day. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day.